The word pharaoh comes from the ancient Egyptian term per-aa. This means great house. It referred to the palace where the king lived. Over time, the term evolved to refer to the king himself. Egyptians believed their pharaoh was not just a king, he was a god-king chosen by the gods to rule Egypt. As a living god, he held absolute power. His word was law. His rule was divine. Pharaohs were easily recognizable. They wore distinctive clothing and symbols. The most famous of these is the double crown of Upper and Lower Egypt. This symbolized the pharaoh's rule over a united kingdom. They also carried a crook and flail. These were symbols of their power and authority. The pharaoh's position was hereditary. This means that the throne was passed down within the royal family. Usually, the eldest son of the previous pharaoh would inherit the throne. The pharaoh held a unique position in Egyptian society. He was both the political and religious leader of his people. This dual role was central to the stability and prosperity of ancient Egypt. As head of state, the pharaoh controlled all aspects of government. He made laws, commanded the army, and managed the economy. He oversaw large building projects like temples and pyramids. He was responsible for maintaining justice and order throughout the land. As religious leader, the pharaoh was the intermediary between the gods and the people. He performed rituals, offered sacrifices, and built temples to honor the gods. Egyptians believed their pharaoh's divine power ensured a good harvest, protected them from their enemies, and maintained the natural order of the world. The pharaoh's dual role ensured the stability of Egyptian society. The people obeyed the pharaoh not only out of fear of punishment. They also believed it was their religious duty to obey their god-king. This system of governance allowed the ancient Egyptian civilization to flourish for thousands of years. Throughout Egyptian history, many pharaohs left their mark on the kingdom. Some are remembered for their military conquests, others for their building projects, and still others for their dramatic lives and deaths. Nama is believed to be the first pharaoh of a unified Egypt. He is credited with uniting Upper and Lower Egypt around 3100 BC. This event is depicted on the famous Nama palette, an important archaeological find. Hatshepsut was one of the few female pharaohs. She ruled Egypt in the 15th century BC. She is known for her successful reign, marked by extensive trade and building projects. She even dressed as a male pharaoh to assert her authority. Cleopatra VII was the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt. She was known for her intelligence, political acumen, and her relationships with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. Her reign marked the end of ancient Egypt as an independent power. These are just a few examples of the many fascinating individuals who ruled ancient Egypt. Their stories offer a glimpse into the power, intrigue, and grandeur of one of the world's oldest civilizations. The pharaohs invested enormous wealth and manpower in constructing elaborate tombs for themselves. These tombs were not just burial places. They were also meant to be eternal homes for the pharaoh's spirit. They were filled with treasures and everyday objects. The discovery of these tombs, particularly the Valley of the Kings, has been invaluable to our understanding of ancient Egypt. The tomb's contents provide archaeologists and historians with a wealth of information about ancient Egyptian beliefs, daily life, art, and technology. The tombs were often sealed with curses to deter grave robbers. Despite these precautions, many tombs were looted in antiquity. However, the discoveries of intact tombs like that of Tutankhamun have captured the world's imagination. The treasures found within these tombs continue to fascinate us today. They offer a tangible link to a glorious past and provide invaluable insights into one of the most influential civilizations in human history.